So, more people watch this podcast than we realised, specifically members of Melbourne's police force. Captain Hammer was there, and he threw a car at my head. Anyway, Ethan, Maddie, and Dylan are dead, but the show must go onward. So, boop boop.
Welcome to Mindlessjabber podcast part 3, episode 3, with 3 people drinking 3 beers for 3 reasons.
You don't have 3 reasons.
I haven't got 3 reasons.
You have 2 reasons.
Yeah. No, you don't, Oprah. No.
What is it? No! Is there something under my chair?
Yes.
Is that what the... There's
You're getting at that beer you already have. You're getting at that beer you already have. Everybody's getting a beer they already have.
So, I'm pretty hungover. We had a big party last night.
I did
with
not
lots
have.
with lots of beer pong and slappy cup. And
Wait, is that like Flappy Bird? Like, in my mind, they exist in the same space. It's like a very, very similar thing.
you just throw birds at cups.
It's like the cups just bounce and these tubes just like... Fucking you birds out!
No, the way it works is we all put our beers in here.
Mm-hmm.
We get a couple of empty cups, like you would play with beer pong.
Mm.
You get 2 ping pong balls, like maybe 8 or 10 people standing around the table. 2 people opposite will have an empty cup.
Mm.
So you'll grab a ping pong ball each, and you'll bounce it off the table, try and get it into your cup. And if you get it into the cup the first time, then you can pass the cup wherever you want. Now that has strategic value because if the person to your left is trying to get the ball in the cup, when you get the ball in your cup, you're allowed to slap their cup away, and they have to drink.
Now, a lot of you may be wondering why Dylan is talking about a party drinking game. It's because we wished him back with the Dragon Balls. And in 1 year's time, we will wish back either Tom's girlfriend Maddie or Ethan.
So close.
Yeah,
So
you nearly
close.
had it. I was well
Can
done.
we wish
So-
back Ethan?
Yeah, but the year after we wish back Maddie. We wish back Dylan first, because it's his YouTube.
Unless we go to Namek.
Are there more Dragon Balls on Namek? Are there things I don't know about Dragon? I hate this show.
Alright.
I hate this show with all my heart and soul.
We need a crew with a spaceship that can take us to Namek.
They go to Mars. They go to Mars soon. We could just go in with them.
If they
Mars
have
is-
Dragon Balls on Mars,
Do you ever-
we'll do.
Did you ever...
Mars for Dragon Balls. We do Kickstarter. We'll do the Indiegogo as well. We'll just
Yeah.
sell that.
Let's donate today. Did you guys ever think about, like, applying for the Mars thing? You know how you...
I thought about it for approximately 25 minutes.
Yeah?
That was
Yeah, I'm not surprised until, like, I thought it was very, very serious. And then I heard back from NASA. I mean, like, I didn't send an email to NASA and then they got back to me because it's X Space, I think it is, does it?
I can't
But they did this, and it turns out that all of those people are going to die. Like, I mean, we're all going to die, but
Yeah.
in
But,
particular, like, there is no, like, that is a death race. The interesting thing about the traveling to space thing, and the thing I think that I'm glad you didn't involve yourself in, because I don't think you would have been happy with this at all, is that the way that they're going to fund this project is by doing a reality TV. This is not, I'm not joking with you. They're going to follow this on reality TV, because one of the biggest funders of the
I would
Mars
watch
Space
that.
program. Yeah, well, of course everyone will fucking watch that. They're not Kardashians, they're actual people.
Yeah, have you
they're
seen
going
any
to
of the
Big Brother
the
12,
interviews?
Mars. But, no, I haven't seen any of the interviews.
Oh, well, they all seem like
Sorry.
they all seem like really normal people.
Yes.
Like there's a few people from Australia. There's one guy from Iran. Like everyone's, but they're all just like
Normal people from Australia.
And boy, are they a colourful bunch. They've been dubbed the Three Musketeers. We've got a mathematician, a different kind of mathematician, and a statistician.
What?
it's from
From The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
I'm so alone right now. I don't understand. I need a little bit.
Oh yeah, you might notice Bender has joined us on the podcast.
Mhm.
It's a very exciting time for him.
Yeah, actually, hold on. From the fridge, I have a question.
Actually, can you just grab a sixer?
You reckon just the 6-pack?
Yeah.
I'll throw them on the table.
He'll bring an ice cold question to
So,
the table.
yeah.
So
What is this Bender on the table? Because I did it. I picked it up earlier and I went, And I thought, my first thought was, he is full of candy, and I'm eating that candy.
Yahtzee!
See, that doesn't make any sense. Like, because they're numbered, but like, shouldn't you get the whole crew? Like, shouldn't there be, like, because they have the list of things here, and, like, there is nothing on here that says any type of rules. Like, any, like, get the crew of the show. Who's
Well, do you want to play around? I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, show me thing.
So-
How does that work?
So say,
Ethan's gonna be pissed.
yeah, Ethan really likes it.
when he comes back to life.
Oh yeah, well.
In 2 years' time.
Alright,
Oh no.
I'll just rip this one off.
I hope Maddie's unborn child doesn't count as a second life and we can't wish them both back at once.
You ask?
No,
The dragon.
no, I think it applies. Like, it's like when Ripley came back in Alien Resurrection.
Ah, yeah! And had the baby, and so, like, they cloned the baby. Okay, so you may not be aware of this.
No.
But Ripley was impregnated by the alien and threw herself in the lava at the end of Aliens 3. Aliens 3?
Alien 3.
Yeah. And then in the next movie they cloned her and brought her back to life, and she was super smart and super agile because of the DNA from the baby.
Oh,
that
and she had acid blood.
Did she have acid blood?
Didn't you? Yeah,
I fell asleep.
Spoiler
about
alert.
the basketball.
At the
scene.
end, she uses her acid blood to break the glass on the spaceship to depressurize it so that the alien gets sucked out through like a micro hole like this big, and it gets all its guts sucked out backwards. It's disgusting.
Aye. Someone doesn't know how depressurization works.
Anyway,
Clearly.
So-
Anyway, so this game.
this game. All right, say I go first. I'm gonna roll the dice. You guys can't see them, so I don't fucking care. All right, so I rolled 3 6s, a 3, and a 1. Now I have to choose what I'm gonna go for here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna choose 6s.
So,
So I've rolled 3 6s.
So it's
I've also
Yahtzee.
already got 3 of a kind.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's played Yahtzee.
I've not played this. I don't know.
So-
what this is.
Yeah, but
So I'm gonna roll again. You get 3 rolls, 3 attempts.
Oh wait. So this is individually. This isn't. We're not sharing these dice.
No.
So what do we do during this time?
All right, you drink your beer and mutter to yourselves. So I got 3 6s. I would mark myself down for 24 points in the 6s section, right?
Ah.
4 6s. Sorry, not 3 6s. And then it would be Tia's turn. An even roll.
And then we mutter to ourselves
So-
while drinking beer?
Yeah.
No.
is there any kind of 2-pair?
No, but there is a full house, which is 3 of a kind and a pair. Tias is going to go for the full house. He's got 1 more roll. Hey, he's made it.
It's a full house. That's a 6 and a 4.
3
Yeah.
6s,
2
2 4s.
Farnsworths and 3 vendors.
So, I get the show that the Olsen quadruplets were on.
Full house.
No.
So,
Oh,
2
I have
1s,
feelings.
2 1s,
I'm
2
gonna go.
3s.
I'm gonna see if I can match Tears for Tears. This is endless
Going for the full
excitement
house.
for everyone.
Here's
at
the
home.
roll. Oh, he's failed to take it. So you would take your 2 1s.
Wait, so the disappointing thing there is what I rolled is. Can we see this on camera?
It's not going to focus.
No, and we don't have enough camera or focus. That's
Yeah.
Why not Zoidberg, eh?
This is all staying in the edit, by the way. I'm not chopping this shit out. It's hilarious.
Really? Alright.
Gold, comedy gold. It's comedy.
So, it's Yahtzee. It's
Yeah.
a game.
It's Yahtzee.
So since last week, as you all well know, I've been trying to eat less, eat healthier, lose weight.
How's that been going for you?
I was supposed to not take my wallet to work.
Yeah.
I took my wallet to work. Even if I didn't, see that's the sad thing.
Yeah.
Everyone around the shops there knows me. So if I go up and I'm like, I want chicken and chips, they'll be like, yeah, no worries, pay for it tomorrow or next week. So I can't go without money.
We have.
I have a new plan for this week.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right.
Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go shopping. I'm gonna get some chicken breasts, some steak, some salad, some rice, and some broccoli.
And some bees!
And I'm gonna make up 4 breakfasts, 4 lunches, and I'm gonna take those to work with me. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna put them in Tupperware containers.
Yeah.
I've done this before.
Yeah.
Worked.
Yeah. I'm believing it.
They were
I'm
good.
seeing that. I'm seeing the future. Don't worry, Dylan. You'll be a very handsome fat man. On the plus side, you'll be beautifully rotund.
No, I've actually got my boss is involved in this pyramid scheme nutrition plan, and I'm gonna
So
try
is that like he eats things, and then you get to eat what he eats.
Yeah,
And then whoever works for you gets to eat part of what you eat. And so in the end, he doesn't eat very much at all.
Is this the Amway diet?
Yeah. Well, basically, because he's been signed up for this nutrition plan, and whoever he signs up, he gets like credit for his nutrition plan, or money, or something. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's been failing. on
So
you.
what about your guys' weeks? How have your Tom? What have you been doing this week?
I've been
Dying to
terrible. All
know.
my friends have died. No.
Well, this is what happens when you pull a heist and tell everyone on YouTube.
I did a time heist. That was pretty exciting. Actually, I'm so disappointed that I didn't. Like, in my mind's eye, I was thinking there, like, because obviously I've been playing games. I've been playing a lot of games. And listening to a lot of podcasts, actually. After, like, watching our video, I was like, what are other people doing? What do people do in this sort of stuff? I enjoy this. I enjoy drinking beers and chatting with my mates. But then I'm like, but other people. And so I found, like, a whole lot of different podcasts. And I've been listening to them. And they ended up getting me onto this idea of Cities Skyline, which is a game I've been playing recently.
Cities XL?
Okay, well no, a lot of people think it's that. It's done by the same guys who do Cities, the bus planner thing, where it's like it's one of those like railroad tycoon type games, and it's very, very underrated. But they basically went, we have we have SimCity, and everyone hated it because of all the flaws it had, and we all know the flaws.
I liked it.
You liked the new SimCity?
Yeah. To be fair,
did you like the old SimCity?
I perfectly legally downloaded a backup copy of the game and ran it without DRM.
Yeah.
Single player.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I played it.
Well, you know how like it was disappointing to a lot of people though, right? Because it was not as good as SimCity 4. But I went back and I played SimCity 4, and I'm like, this is really ugly now. And
nothing's been great since SimCity 2000.
Well, no, Cities XL. It is SimCity 4 with updated graphics, updated engine, and it is beautiful and it is fun to play. And everyone has been playing the shit out of it.
Wait, are you talking about Cities XL or Cities Skyline?
Oh shit, did I say Cities XL?
Yeah.
I meant Cities Skyline, yeah.
Right.
Cities Skyline is amazing.
Okay.
It has mod support, it has inbuilt mods. Oh, excuse me.
No.
Has inbuilt mods.
Fuck you.
What?
You're not excused. Get off my couch.
You fuck.
Everyone's stealing my jokes when they're on the air.
I was gonna not make that. I was like, before we started, I was like, okay, so we shouldn't make the jokes we make each other because nobody will understand that.
Yeah.
Except for our 50 followers.
No,
50. Yes, doesn't matter.
Hey, did someone eat curry? Cause
I burped.
ah,
Yeah.
fucking Englishmen and their damn curries.
So
Oh man, you don't even know.
I've never
You don't even know.
I haven't played a
Is it?
SimCity game since roughly since SimCity 2000, I think, which would
Really?
be 1998.
Such
But
a great game.
I did watch Dylan play a lot of the last SimCity game that he did play,
Yeah.
and like it seemed like it was kind of fun. But the fact that
No.
you've got this bay and you're building one big city around it, and then you start building your second section of city, and it's like, all right, you want to start expanding, get a second section of city out there. All right, cool, start again.
Yeah, basically.
Not even that.
You start with zero money to like build your extension of your extant city.
Yeah, in Cities XL, you start off with one little area and it's double the
Wait,
size.
wait.
Oh, fucking, are you kidding me?
Cities Skyline?
Okay, so I'm just gonna call it Cities.
Let's drop SimCity. If you're not
No,
remember the names.
it's fine. Cities, right? And you start off with a single square, right? And it's about double the size of the teeny tiny SimCity maps,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's a good size. And then, as you go through and you get more population, you can open up the squares next to it, which allow you to grow your city in that direction, or this direction, or that direction.
Quickie review for the viewers. Go.
Cities XL, it's what SimCity 4, is that what it was?
SimCity. It's just SimCity.
The SimCity, the newest SimCity should have been. Mod support, no online DRM, built by a really amazing crew with a female lead developer. Get it now, $30 on Steam.
So what would you give it out of 10?
For a city builder,
Yeah.
I'd give it a straight 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, no, like
Big
for a city
call.
builder, for a game, probably an 8 out of 10.
Oh,
I've
well,
sunk a
still,
lot of
8
time.
out of 10. That's
It's good value. It
Yeah, but
really
like-
is good value.
get games where you don't think you're gonna spend that much time, and then you just end up wasting your life on them.
Do you mean Flash?
Well,
you mean
no.
Flash games?
I got Civilization 5 ages ago when it came
Right.
out, and I'm like, I'm not really gonna play this. So I jumped on
Is this SimCity 5? Because you not
Civilization 5.
Civ 5, or is this the Sim Beyond Earth?
No, this is Civ
Okay,
5.
Civ 5.
When Civ 5 first came out,
Cool.
and I jumped on it. It was pretty much the only time I played it, other than LANs and stuff. So I jump on. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna check it out, see how it goes. Couple of minutes and I'm off. And then 5 hours later, I look at the clock and I'm like,
I've got to be up in 2 hours.
I should, let's turn that off.
Well, no, when you finish the game, Tias wouldn't know this because he sadly hasn't played this game, not being a member of the PC Master Race. But
PC Master Race.
you have a Mac, huh? Yeah.
And a PC.
Actually, no, he has a gaming PC.
I have a gaming PC that I got because my Mac couldn't play enough games.
Yeah, but you haven't played Civ.
And?
I feel like it's kind of...
It's kind of your game.
I have over 7,000 games on Steam.
You're so full of shit.
Alright, so...
1 million penises, that's what that is.
Before we start
it
to
is-
rant,
Yeah, I know. It's...
because we don't do that already,
We don't.
I wanted to talk...
Should we just keep this at Mindlessjabber?
I wanted... Yeah, well. I wanted to talk about...
roll the...
Do you ever, like... You know, like, meet new people?
Yeah.
And then you just end up telling the most random stories.
No.
Like, the other day...
I stay inside mostly.
The other day,
You do.
I met this girl, and we were just having a conversation. Sort of, we never got to the high, like, what do you do or any of that.
No, sorry, some context is necessary for our audience. Dylan does this thing where he goes on public transport carrying a large porterhouse steak and hits people with it. And so when he meets new people and then just starts jabbering afterwards, he usually considers this to be meeting people and telling them a story.
So you were
Can you
there.
guys rate that joke? Give us a 4 out of 5 in the comments down below.
Please.
Just, yeah, give us up to 5 stars. How much did that joke make you laugh? I love you. I really do.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like, I found out what she did, and
So yes,
she was a
sorry,
she was a scientist, and I'm like,
Wait,
tell this story.
sorry. She's a scientist.
Yeah,
What type of scientist?
she's a lab analyst.
Okay, cool. Right, so a scientist.
Yeah. So I was telling her about how I was YouTubing liquid helium the other day, because it's fascinating to me, because it's like the
Right.
coldest thing on Earth and all that. And then I ended up telling her a story about when I went to view a court hearing at the Supreme Court, at Melbourne Supreme Court.
That's the one with the mushrooms and the capsicum.
I was so...
Sorry.
I feel like I missed a huge part of this.
Is it Supreme Pizza?
I don't want this life. I
Okay.
need to pee so incredibly bad.
Okay, so this, like,
I'm
I
just
was,
setting up all the t-shirts that people are going to make for our podcast.
I was on placement at uni for this hearing,
I thought you were on a tram with a girl.
and this
Getting
guy,
over the
okay,
porterhouse steak.
so this company was being basically charged
Yeah.
with irresponsibly disposing of chemicals because they had this chemical mixture
Oh!
that they had from whatever they were producing, and it gave off hydrogen gas. And in the corporate world, the only safe way to get rid of hydrogen gas is to keep it in basically outside in a completely ventilated area so that it can just evaporate into the atmosphere. But they were like, no, we want to get rid of we want to,
The helium gas, obviously.
No, seriously, don't make fun of it.
It's fine.
we want to get rid of it our way.
Oh,
So they put a cone around this barrel that was
Wait.
putting out
Like on top of it or just around it? Like don't go there.
on top
Don't
of it.
go there.
On top of it.
Okay,
And then
alright.
The cone of shame.
and then they ignited the hydrogen gas. They funneled it up and they ignited the hydrogen gas.
I can see. Yes.
And if
That sounds like a thing.
the
someone
wrong
would do.
atmospheric conditions had happened, they could have had a blowback where basically it had fallen back, ignited everything in the barrel, and caused a huge explosion and killed millions of people.
Yeah.
Well, 3 people. Yeah, and then so it was like, it was weird that not only I had this conversation with this person,
Right. That's where we're at.
but weird that she was like one of the more memorable people that I met that night. I met quite a few people that night, and not only did I remember her because I told a story, but she remembered me for me telling an abstract story, which was weird. You ever get that?
Yeah, no, like I find like the whole casual human relationship, like you guys are my friends, and so just chatting with you is really easy, you know, like, hey, don't touch that, hey, well let's go over here, what are you doing in the thing,
You
right?
fucking what?
You motherfucker. Right? But like casual relations, I had a very similar thing happen recently, where a friend of mine, he goes, I gotta go to the loo, can you look after my stuff? I'm like, wait, what does that mean? Like, just my mind boggled at this idea, because I don't know him. Like, I know him, he goes to uni, but like, he's just like an acquaintance. He's barely a friend. No offense to you, man. He's barely a friend. And so I'm like, if someone came in, if terrorists attacked and tried to take his bag, do I have to fight them off? Do I, like, if the room was flooding, do I have to rescue this bag? Right?
How responsible are you
Yeah.
for the bag?
Like when you talk
There are some objective answers here. Room flooding, rescue bag, yes.
Yeah.
Terrorist attack, try take bag, fight back.
No, but alright.
Depends on whether you're adequately armed to
Well,
fight
I am
terrorists.
counter-terrorist.
What if he has his own bag?
Well, then you're armed.
What if the
adequately.
room floods and he can only carry one bag?
Well, no, that's a new question. But
Yeah, no, that's a
room
really good
floods,
thing.
You've probably got room to carry both your own bag and another bag.
Well, if they're inflatable, maybe they can.
This reminds me of the Batman Forever, where Chase Meridian's in one tube and Robin's in the other tube, and he has to like choose who dies and who lives.
For a minute there, I'm like, who the hell is Chase Meridian? Which Batman? Alright, and then I was like thinking back to 1999. I'm gonna go. How far back was Batman Forever?
Oh, it was like 96, 97, I reckon.
Are we getting old?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
Fucking-
I found a white hair earlier.
Me too.
Dude, there's
on
one-
your own.
There's like
No, but like one that was on the table from me.
Oh, no, that might be from me because I found one on my arm while I was outside, and I'm like, I'm having a chat about like how I don't associate with the kids in our class. I go to uni and everyone else is
should
like
be wearing
18,
glasses.
19.
All right, audience, if you know whose white hair that was, please type it in comments below.
So you can, or email us at.
When it gets a free Slurpee,
Actually, you know what? You can email us. Just for everyone, I'll put it in the comments.
Oh, really?
It's mindlessjabber, one word, AU for Australia, at gmail.com. So just feel free to,
Yeah.
criticize.
Or if you have any questions, we'd love
death
to-
threats.
We'd love to answer questions. Like, I would love it if we had people being like, hey, Dylan, why do you hate hitting women with meat? And then you'd be like, well, obviously I don't, clearly, because I hit women with a steak.
porterhouse,
yeah.
Porterhouse.
No, I mean, it'd be great to get, especially if anyone really wants to hear our random opinions about anything in particular, feel free, just chuck it in the comments, email us, tweet. You can tweet me, I'm at Mindlessjabber.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
Yes,
it would be great to hear.
just double check
Dear
our
God,
time.
please stop this.
22:06.
Can you stop the thing?
Yeah, hit the
Right, so I can get you.
Hit the button, hit the button, hit the button, hit the button, hit the button.
I'm gonna stab Dylan 5 ways to Sunday.
On live television.
Dylan, what did you just do?
Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast. We lost about half an hour of footage because
Of my time traveling shenanigans?
no,
No,
it's a dog
no.
because I forgot to turn on the fucking mic,
Dylan's an idiot.
and it was good shit. It was so.
We had Heidi Klum. That was our guest star that we didn't want to tell you about because we didn't want to get you too excited.
Yeah.
We had Karen Gillan later, and
We had Nathan Fillion.
oh man, and
Oh.
he told us plans about a new Firefly thing he was doing.
Yeah, but then because
but
we
now
couldn't air it, yeah, it's just
Now.
it's in the ether. It's not going to happen.
It's not gonna happen now. Sorry guys.
Joss Whedon
Oh.
was here.
Actually,
And we even had Michael Jackson's ghost.
did you hear about the thing that Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk is doing at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I am not very familiar with it. Like I know it's meant to be Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk are in the show that they're doing are characters from not Firefly, and they are like are now out of work actors.
Right.
But that's as much
That
as I
sounds
know.
great.
It is no. This is a legitimate thing.
I know.
Yeah.
And that sounds great.
That's why it's earned $2 million on
Ladies.
Kickstarter.
Ladies, this means looking at Nathan Fillion more. You put your money. You give them your money.
So yeah, no. In your mind's eye, you may be like, Nathan Fillion, Firefly. I remember seeing him naked. That was a good time. Except for that was Nathan Fillion. Actually, I would like this. If you could look this up, I'm going to say 10 years ago. Could you look that up for us?
Google
Hey,
it.
that was 10 years ago. Have you seen Nathan Fillion recently?
Yeah.
He is a husky individual.
Yeah, he's definitely put on weight.
He is good looking in the face, but
Yeah,
like
he's definitely got some chunks.
he is not Malcolm Reynolds anymore.
He's so chunky, you can get out of it.
And they have tried, really. Like, phew.
You remember the ads from when you were a kid, and they were like, there's always like couple that you remember, like it's not how you
Originally aired 2002.
Fuck off.
For 13 years.
13.
12 and a half years.
You could have a child
September
Why you doing
on
that
2002.
Tumblr by now.
Castle.
What? No.
Firefly.
Firefly.
Well, it didn't air for 10 years.
No.
No, but
You
the
said-
Aired 10, 13 years ago.
12 and a half years ago is the Nathan Fillion we see in that.
Yeah. You said it aired for 10 years, and I'm like,
No.
that's why I asked if it was Castle, because that's had a lot of
Post in the
seasons.
comments below if you thought I said that.
Well, you can watch it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they
Anyway, so what was I saying about stuff?
I don't remember.
Oh, adverts.
Adverts, right?
Like you remember
Yeah.
adverts from when you were a kid? Like that's not how you make porridge, and it's just not cricket.
Is this a Kiwi thing?
No,
Or in Australia?
No, he knows what I'm talking about, right?
Australia?
Trio, trio. I want a trio and I want one
See this
now.
guy.
There's lots of chocolate. Really? You were in England at the same time?
No, that's what,
You know-
that's what I was going to say there, is that is like, I saw that and I'm like, I know where he's going with this.
You know what one of the greatest
I know
ads of all
exactly what
time
this is. That would be the Penguin adverts, because if you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, you should join a club.
The Cadbury ads with the gorilla.
I don't know, you've seen those French ads with the panda.
Have you seen
Are they
this?
French?
Do you,
Yeah.
do you know what
I
I'm
thought
talking
they
about?
were like German.
No,
Like I can speak French and I've never heard any French. They're like Southern French or something?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what he's talking.
Oh, like
yeah,
a
so-
panda, like, you wouldn't say no to a panda.
Oh yeah.
You know what's going on?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
I saw everything here. I'm like,
And the cut, the way the music comes in just before the panda just starts.
yeah. Trashing the
My favorite is the supermarket one where like he clearly needs to put his foot in to counterbalance to knock over the trolley. And it's just like the forethought to mindless violence.
Yeah.
Do you know the Cadbury ads I'm talking about?
No,
No.
not at all.
Okay, so basically it starts off and it's just a gorilla with a purple background and he's just like, and there's Phil Collins music playing in the background. It's like, do you remember? Don't worry, how could I ever forget? And the gorilla's just waiting, and then he gets to that bit, and he's actually a gorilla on a drum kit. Now I can feel it coming in the air tonight. And it's just, I'll show you guys the thing.
Some of it
Oh.
remembers this. Like there's like this weird, reptile part of my brain which is going, yes. But at the same time, when you're talking about like Cadbury adverts, for some reason my mind only thinks of Ribena adverts. And then Ribena adverts, like all I imagine is the guy that wears purple. I don't do brown. Right? And then for that, makes me think of the do you remember the advert? It must have been, what, 10 years ago, maybe, at most. Right? The guy who goes, he's like for frozen yogurt or something, and he comes in and he's like, I'm smooth.
Oh yeah!
What was that?
Oh
Jeez,
god!
love
It
that.
was Sanitarium.
Was it Sanitarium?
Sanitarium had released a new kind of milkshake.
As they-
A smoothie.
Right.
Yeah, it was a smoothie. So they advertised it, and the way it starts is a man pulls up just effortlessly in his car outside a milk bar, and he slides across, like he does the slide across the bonnet, but then like when he gets to the end of the bonnet, he then slides the length of the car before like stepping off, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's great.
So like you have a car, and
Yeah.
he goes, slides across the bonnet, and then he's like, whoop.
Yeah, all the way along the car.
Okay.
And then walks in, and then you see him at the fridge, and he's like, dairy and fruit, eh? And then, like, you see him just glide up
Yeah.
to the register.
Not walking, not like sliding, but like
Okay.
Yeah, glides
enter
up.
stage right.
And then he tries it, and he's like, well, on a scale of 1 to me, that's about an 8. And, like, that's the whole ad. It was just, like, they had impossibly well set up, and, like, by the standards set for American adverts, that's the best advert I've ever seen in
Australian
Australia. But by the standards you set for American adverts, it's a strong 3.
Yeah.
See, American adverts are insane. You love the Super Bowl, don't you?
Weird
You're a
thing
football
is,
man.
like, American adverts, like, by far and away, are on average better than Australian adverts.
No.
But
That's Chuck Tester.
my favorite ad of all time, by far, is an Australian ad.
Oh, yeah,
Do you remember the old Han Light Ice ads?
I do.
Or
Is
Han
this still
Light?
not okay?
Han Premium, sorry.
I think I do
So
remember
this chick
this.
is walking along beside the pool, and it's like, oh yeah,
Don't.
yeah, mama. And she sits down on this beanbag, and she's like, it's like beside the pool. She's got like a mimosa or something. She's like, oh, feeling it, baby. And then all of a sudden the music cuts out, and this guy just falls onto the beanbag, and she goes flying into the pool.
And he's got a
And then
arm
he's
line.
like, she like gets out of the pool, and she's like, and he's like cracked open his beer. He's like, what?
But like he is obviously Australian. I remember that advert.
Yeah.
And the big ad from Carlton, it's so big.
Well, I thought that was Big M.
No.
No,
Didn't Big M do something similar where they're like, we paid a lot of money on this advert?
no, that
it
was
works?
Carlton Draft.
Did they
and
do
it was
a
like,
second ad?
this ad better sell some bloody beer was one of the lyrics. So good. And do you remember the old Yogo Gorilla Mix ads?
Oh yeah, back when ads got teams of people with production values to plan an ad rather than just one guy sits down with a notepad and he's like,
I don't know.
no, hang on, stick with me on this one, okay?
Carpets.
It's alright. So it's a jug that filters water. Oh no, shit! I should be writing this down. It's a jug that filters water. Then we can show a picture of the jug, and then say how much it costs. That'll do.
Brilliant.
All right. Hi, the studio.
So,
Madeline.
That's not a fair
Madeline,
thing.
hold my calls. We're going to be making an ad this afternoon. Contact a temp agency. No, not an agent. A temp agency. We just need someone to stand next to a jug. All right, cool. Thanks.
That's not even fair. Because I remember, when I was in the UK, we had a lot of very funny ads before I left. This was 1999.
Yeah.
Left there, and there was a lot of funny ads. And then I came to Australia, and I was like,
Doors! Get your doors now! Back doors, side doors, no windows, doors! All your door needs!
"Where's
Now!
Psycho? Where's Troppo? Everything's so
We're
like,
gone mad!
I want you to imagine.
I hope Stephen K. Amos doesn't sue me for quoting him word for word.
That's perfectly right. I feel really weird because I came to Australia and I'm like, I hate this country. It's full of idiots. And then they're like, no, it's not that bad. Maybe you should get to know people. I turn on the telly and it's like, we're Troppo. We don't know how to run a business. We ordered all these rugs from China and now we've got to sell them. Go. And I'm like, grade A idiots.
So
I'm sorry, Australian viewers.
in this
It's
Yogo
not your
ad,
fault. Sorry, yes.
he the Yogo Gorilla, he's on a mission to save his girlfriend who's been captured by some
Barry?
dude.
Barry?
Stop my line! So
He's done it twice now.
So in the ad, there's this he does he jump off a building or he throws something off a building or
No,
something?
he realizes he hasn't turned the microphone on.
And he's like there's a shot of a extra in the ad.
It took me a while. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because I know where this is going.
Yeah, it's right up there with the Supreme Court.
There's an extra in the ad, and he's on the phone, he's got his flash car behind him. He's like, Barry, would you just listen to me, Barry? And then the car drives off with the gorilla in it, and he's like, I'll get back to you, Barry.
That's another one where a helicopter crashes on it.
Yeah, that's when he's like, I'll get back to you,
I thought this was stop motion. In my mind,
It
it
was.
was stop motion.
Barry.
Yeah.
It was, and it was fantastic.
And he was just a regular person?
He was a gorilla.
What, the guy
Oh, but I think the guy on the phone was a lizard or something, I don't remember.
Maybe a snake?
Yeah.
Snakes don't have arms to hold phones, mate.
Yeah, I know, but they have a coiled tail.
Hey, what
around
about
the phone.
Homestar Honor? He doesn't have ads and he can hold phones, arms. He doesn't have
He
arms.
doesn't have ads either. Like, that's
true.
really the amazing thing about
Oh,
Homestar
so
Runner.
whatever.
Come back, Ali! Come back, Ali, C-Store!
Do you reckon that Homestar Runner, a huge thing for us and the internet in 2001, but do you think that would have been as big as it was if it wasn't for strong bad emails?
Oh, no, it would have been useless.
Yeah, Strong Bad's emails is Homestar Runner.
No!
No, I'm aware of what the project originally is.
You-
But
you-
the 100% everyone
Yeah.
only knows about it because of this.
Of SB emails.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, hands down.
Sometimes one thing just comes to define an entire thing. It's happened to Hitler. No one ever talks about his paintings.
No. Well, they do, but
Wait,
only
did
in
you
like
play
a...
the saxophone or something? Or are you doing that with Bill Clinton?
I am just a quote machine tonight.
You could have...
Hey, look, it could be worse.
You're a good cop, but
You know what, we lost half an hour of footage. Let's just go through a couple of episodes of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. That's enough. That's 7%. We can't do any more than that. The rest we
Oh yeah, we have to pay royalties.
Yeah, we have
Actually
to-
no, it counts as a parody
That's not
or a
parody
cover.
either.
So
No, if it's for educational reasons, you may not know this, but this Simpsons episode sounds like this.
No, if you
Yeah.
cover a song,
Yeah.
then you're allowed to do that without paying royalties. If you
Yeah, you have to pay for the
Yes.
glad wrap.
Sorry?
You have to pay for the glad wrap.
Not if you're being paid.
And even if you're being paid, you don't have to pay royalties for a cover or for a parody. But if you take someone's intellectual property, put it into your own song, and claim it as your own, then you will get nailed for it.
So like,
You have to have permission.
so I'm gonna have to shut down my ABBA support.
Real Big Fish, for example, they do a cover of
Take on me.
Take on Me
Yeah.
by originally, and
Who? Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking. But the bigger question is, who's on first?
Yeah. Not the pronoun whom, but not the pronoun who, but the player whose unfortunate name actually is who. You've ruined this for me, Seymour.
Yeah, more.
So during the our unfortunate demise of half an hour of talking,
Yeah.
I did talk about our favourite moments in gaming. Maybe we'd like to go through those. Again, for the lovely people playing at home.
Yeah, no, I think it was a good topic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would work well. Because like I have a lot of very very fond memories. Not just like of the storyline elements, because we all remember like Oh, did you guys play GTA 4?
Yeah,
When-
not all the way through.
Did you play it to the point where you left the first island and
Yeah.
like he's like, I burnt down Roman's house?
Yeah.
That felt really personal. Like, it was the first time I played a game and I'm like, oh wow.
Oh, this is what
Oh,
they were changing topics.
You know the most like heart-wrenching moments in games for me.
Yeah.
A game I never.
If you
played
say
all the way
if you
through.
say Ares' death in Final Fantasy VII, you're correct, and I'm gonna have to stab you.
one of
back.
the
I'm
only,
gonna get
like this is a game that I never played all the way through.
Hmm.
I pretty much only played the intro and a little bit after that. It's called The Last of Us. One of the
I
biggest
haven't
games on
played that
PlayStation 3.
I haven't played it.
There was a spoiler alert, heartbreaking moment right at the start
Hmm.
where your daughter is killed.
Yeah.
And the way that they do it is just like you see people reacting to this first 10 minutes and people are crying. Like, I think the Fine Brothers did a kids react or an elders react or YouTubers react. Someone reacts. And it was
Well, you reacted.
it was really visceral, like fucking full on. Do you ever, like, what other moments in gaming can you think of where you actually were like,
What?
There are some Mass Effect 3 moments not to do with the ending before you start criticizing.
No,
everything, you know?
I know exactly
The
where you're
story,
going.
yeah. I
Wait,
mean-
can we throw a spoiler warning for the next, like, say, 10 minutes? Right? Throw us an alarm.
Well, no,
For the next
well,
10 minutes.
there'll be a
there will be spoilers.
There'll be a button on the screen which can skip to after the spoiler moment.
Yeah.
I
So yeah, you're playing
I'll
Mass
teach them
Effect.
how to set one up. Morton Solus is one of the most relatable characters in all of fiction to me.
Wrong.
To him, he just
Yeah,
said
to me.
to him.
Sorry.
And so in the final game where he's decided that he's going to undo one of his most major